up, everyone? So, as you can see here, I want to get rid of this really quick. I pulled out the only 250 made of Anderson Paak's custom snare. So, I got the 14 by 5 just because I have so many 6 and 6.5s. But, man, look at this beauty. It is an incredible snare, and signed on the inside, and it actually comes with G1s and an Evans 300 on the bottom. And as you can see, I just threw some 30 stranders on it. I was gonna put some blasters on it, but I really like more, snare sensitivity, a little bit more loose sound of snares. But yeah, paisley design, and then brass coated die-cast hoops. And then I'll give you some different sound profiles. I just put a really light snare weight on it, one of the leather ones, just to take some of those overtones out. But wanted to show you guys what it sounds like. Oh, and here's the badge too. So, and basically what they do is they make it out of a maple custom. So it's a Luddy, it's a Ludwig, but they make it out of a maple custom shell, and then add the accoutrements to it. But it's got that for one of the badges that can face you, or the keystone badge for the regular Lud. But yeah, this snare is cracking, just like he says in the video. But yeah, I just put a little bit of tension on the heads and changed the snare wires. That's it. But I was gonna save it for collector's value, and in case I needed an extra penny here or there. But man, I just thought it sounded so good, I wanted to kind of see what it sounds like. But here's with the snare weight on it. And I'll tighten up the snares just a little bit. And then here's with the overtones. And the overtones are pleasant too. So it's a great snare. It's a great snare. And rim shots are cracking. Woo! Sorry, Jack. My dog's over there too, so I don't want to blast his eardrums apart. But at the same time, loving it. Just absolutely loving it. So, I don't know, just do a little bit of playing. I got a lesson here in a minute. But I wanted to at least, in case anyone's interested in them, there's a few left you can find. Not for brand new most of the time, but I think Reverb has some that are still in new condition. So, if you're interested in it, they are a pretty penny. But the collector's value on them is like huge because they're limited edition. They only made 250 of the 14 by 5.5s. Or 5s, and then they only made 250 of the 14 by 6 or 6.5, I think it is. Yeah, 6.5. So, if he uses, Anderson does, as an auxiliary snare for the 6.5, and then his main snare uses the 5. But man, is it versatile? It's sensitive, and then especially if you put a 30 strander on it. But yeah, absolutely great. I'm clipping the microphone. I have it pretty close, so yeah, and I'm playing loud too. I was getting into it and having some fun, but give you a little bit softer touch too with this stuff, so that way you can kind of hear just the dynamics of it a little bit better. Loosen up the snares a little bit again too. But if you play stuff, just like train beats or four-way independent stuff, that way you're just kind of getting into a little bit softer touch and just the snare sound if I play that. So let's see, what should I play? Let's do. Let's try. Well, might as well just do like the forearm crusher. That's always a good exercise too. So that's another thing. Just quickly add a lesson video. If you start to do ostinatos in your feet at the same time that you're practicing your single strokes or double strokes or single paradiddles, it'll really lock in your four-way independence rather than just three-way independence or playing quarter notes on the bass drum or playing all single strokes, that kind of thing, without involving your left foot. And really, you should always try to, anything you can play now, try to play with your left foot. Because that's our timekeeper as drummers. I mean, like, imagine your click, Right? That's what you want to put here. That kind of thing. Or if you're doing an ostinato on, like, the upbeats, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... And then the forearm crusher is single strokes, they're all 16ths, single strokes for 4 beats, double strokes for 4 beats, and then a single paradiddle for 4 beats. So if you can keep an ostinato going during that too, you're killing it. So basically 4 beats of single strokes. So if you start with your ostinato, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 3 and 3 and 4 and 3. Your forearm crusher. So see how if you keep that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that'll really lock your hands and your feet together, and it's one of the best exercises I've found as far as just warm-ups, exercises, that kind of thing. So little side note there, but that also kind of gives you the sense of the range of this snare, in addition to, like, if you're playing something like a buzz roll. Snare weight back on so the overtones aren't so abrasive. But yeah, if you're playing that kind of stuff, just kind of having fun with playing on the snare, and then also keeping your timekeeper going. Because if you're just playing the snare, it's easy for the rest of the band members or anyone else to kind of get lost to where you're at. So that's always a good thing to incorporate, so people just know the quarter notes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3. So then it kind of helps keep everyone else together. Because if you start to modulate or you start to play a bunch of crazy stuff, a lot of times you'll lose your band members a lot of the time. Stuff like that. So then that way at least you have the quarter note marked and the upbeat marked, so that whoever's playing with you can kind of keep track a little bit better if they're not used to hearing that kind of stuff. Or even stuff like 7. But anyway, you gotta get ready for a lesson here. But I literally just put the snares on and kind of tighten this up some, and wanted to kind of give you guys the experience of what it sounds like. And hopefully everything wasn't clipped too much, but yeah. So kind of what I have going here, and I have my stack up here too. So that way I've got my stack going, I got fat hats going, and then, you know, just look how beautiful this snare is. Absolutely gorgeous. And then on the underside, somewhere in there is a signature, and then the label. But yeah, and it's quite a bit of snare for a 14 like that. But you know, I enjoy having more 30 stranders there, so the sensitivity's a little better. I can loosen up the snares, you know, get a little bit better sound out of it if I want to play something lighter instead of like rocking out, you know, that kind of thing. Like I might do with some of our jam sessions with Jay and those kind of people, just because they like playing harder rock stuff where, you know, I'm getting into more stuff like Latin and Afro-Cuban and, you know, whatever it might be. But there's a lot of fun stuff to start to get into now that it's Saturday. I finally have a little bit of time before my next lesson starts, and just starting here soon. So, you know, I just got a cheap stack that's made out of sheet metal, and which is kind of cool because then, you know, it doesn't cost a lot, but it'll still give you that, and you can dial in with the rattle. So it has different screws on it so that you can kind of change how much of a stack sound you're getting. And does it sound as good as bronze? No, but, you know, at the same time, it's cheap and it works. So that's kind of my philosophy. If it works and it doesn't cost a pretty penny, then I'm stoked on it. So. I'm gonna also try to do a song today, so I got my iPad back out charging, see if I can download something. But remember, I blew out my right eardrum twice in 2 months, and so I've just been sketched on being able to you know, record again, because these Audio Technicas, these 50s, these things blew out my ears. So I mean, I was cranking these things. So because I am half deaf, and you know, kind of really ruined my eardrum there for a while. So, and plus I've been so busy because now I'm working 6 days a week of per diem pay, and it's been really hard to just find any time to come out here and have fun and work on my drums and do anything besides just teaching lessons. So, but I hope everyone's doing well, and it's great to always check in and see how everyone's doing. But yeah, I might turn on some tunes later, just even through the PA, and because I'm recording through my Shure USB mic right now. In addition to then plugging in, I'll plug in my EAD, so then that way everything will be direct in through the song, and kind of see what I can choose from there. So if you guys want to put in the comments anything you want to hear, then maybe I'll check that out, you know? But yeah, I'll try to learn something anyone wants me to do. Hip-hop stuff, rock, you know, pop. I really don't listen to pop, but I play it because my students, that's what they listen to. But yeah, anything else like that, I'm definitely game for. So not gonna say I'm gonna nail it, but what I usually do is I'll just listen to it one time and then I'll play it. So have mercy on me. Okay, guys. But love all ya. Thanks for sticking by me for this long. And I'm sorry. I know I've gotten up to I don't know, like 1.2 thousand subs, and I feel bad because I haven't been posting that much. And when I can, it's just like at the academy with pads on and a really crappy drum set, that kind of thing. But at least I'm kind of checking in and just having fun and seeing what's going on. But yeah, good to see everyone on that video, and I hope everyone else has been doing well. All right, guys, love ya. Happy drumming as always, and I'll check in a little bit later once I am done with this lesson with one of my students, and then I will see you on the flip side. All right, guys. But yeah, this Tama with the bloody snare, my goodness, I love it. And this snare is just, it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. Because also, I'm gonna get my bell brass dialed in a little bit better. I put an HD dry on it just because you know, it's meant for more of a rock sound and not a whole lot of overtones because it's really thick and it's really heavy. So it's not really meant for a lot of overtones, so I just kind of threw a dry head on it anyway for that. But then I got my British here. This British is, oh, I absolutely love it. It's the Merlin. Right here, the Merlin. British snares make fantastic drums, guys. So if you're not hip to British drums, I highly suggest you check them out. And then, you know, maybe I'll pull this $2,500 Tama handmade Guangzhou Hoshino snare out. This is solid mahogany with reed rings. And you can see I haven't even taken the tags off because, I mean, this is just such a nice snare. It's a it's a Tama Star Classic Reserve snare. And then I've got, you know, my Heritage Mapexes. I got another one of these because I gave one to one of my students. So the Gretsch hand hammered steel, and then I got my aluminum as well. But yeah, man. Oh, of course, the pork pie. And then you can see too, I pulled the Mapex back out. So we'll see how much fun we can have today. I'm also going to be really busy writing reports for my school psych job, but like I said, I'm going to try to come back out here. Well, and then I got my parole over here too. So hope everyone's doing well. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to come back out and do maybe a song or two through the actual EAD and just record that way direct in, so you're not having to listen to the USB mic and possibly it might have even just blasted everything out. So we'll see. I'm going to upload it. No way to tell until I upload it. So hope everyone's doing well. Love you. See you soon. Bye.